Guess what today is? We're going to the bird auction. We have the back of our car filled with chickens, mainly roosters. There are some of our old English. And we may pick up a turkey or a bantam for some of the other chickens that we have. So we have really slimmed down the flock. I'll show you what's out there left. It's like 7 in the morning and this is very late for us usually to get going, because usually I'm up earlier, but we don't intend to do a lot of buying at the auction or anything, so we're not really that worried. But we do want to drop our stuff off, but we enjoy sitting. It's kind of like a farmer's Christmas. Clay and I are older, so we don't do a lot for Christmas anymore. So our Christmas, I mean for us, we do, you know, for kids and stuff, but we don't do a whole lot. So tax time and auction time is more our Christmas. So let's see. Oh, chickens and turkeys and everybody. Those babies are not awake. You know, you see me waking them up sometimes because they're not up with me. So we've got a couple things to do before we get out of here. I had to put Clay's socks on. You know, he had surgery, hip surgery, so he's been struggling with, it looks like a fire alarm. So he's been struggling with little things like getting his shoes on and things like that. And yesterday, that pen thing, the chicken run, so to speak, where the chickens are, was one big mud hole. I didn't know it, and Clay went out there first, and I said, you know, let me go in there, because usually he catches up all the chickens himself. So anyway, he let me go in there. I mean, it was one big mud hole, and we couldn't find this one chicken. We looked and looked because we wanted to bring her to the auction, and they were hiding under, it's like a thing we put up for nesting, and we forgot about it because it's been winter. So there's a few chickens under there. So we finally got her, but she was hard to catch because usually Clay just reaches down and grabs them, and we usually don't go out early in the day to catch chickens because usually you can catch them up at night just because they're out roosting, but we caught them earlier because of the rain and the cold and Clay. So feeding the cats outside this morning because we're going to be gone for a bit, and these guys will be eating and dining all day. But this is going to be auction day. I'll have some more videos so you guys can kind of see what auction day is like for us. There's a few companies that have been working with us, and I want to, you know, show you what they're giving. I'm going to have more on them on the blog. This is a skincare line, which I am totally loving. Professionals O2. I'm going to have reviews on all these on my blog. There's eye cream and different creams, and it's awesome. Weighted dog dish. Totally love it. Pet waiter. And then these are so cool for the children. They're Wiki sticks. And if you like crafts, you might even like them as an adult. They sent us like this little case. They had Wiki stick stuff in them. We were playing with them, of course. You know, and, you know, little alphabet things. Wiki sticks. Activity set. So this is great for your little ones to play with stuff. So anyway, I'm going to have more on these on my blog, and I just wanted to highlight them as companies that are helping and sponsoring us and our efforts. And so anyway, look at Channel 7. I have to get dressed. I have to make sure Clay's dressed. Now it's April, but it is freezing at the auction, so I'm going to be bringing blankets, winter socks, winter gloves, hat, winter coat, because what happens is it's supposed to be like 60 or 50 today, but if you sit outside in like 30, 40 degrees all morning, even in the afternoon, it takes hours to warm up. So we dress for winter and blankets, and we bring seats and everything because we are pros when it comes to the auction. We get there, we get a nice seat so we can see the auctioneer, and we dress for winter because it is freezing. And especially this year, Clay has to be sitting down and relaxed because of his hip. So the cats are out and about. They are on Paw Patrol for mice and stuff. They're a little confused because why is my food outside today, Mommy? Well, I always like to keep I do feed them outside sometimes, but they are eating outside today because it's we're going to the auction, but I don't like to feed them outside really because you don't know what's outside, but sometimes you just have to. But you don't want to ever feed your animals outside at night because you attract predators. But during the day today, they're going to have a little food outside so they can lunch their Shorty. He is such a lover. He jumps up on me. Last night he jumped up on me on the bed and he's like, meow, meow. And he keeps trying to bite me, which basically that's their form of love. And he wants me to pet him, and he's a lover. So, and then there's Maxine. I don't know if you've seen Maxine. People are always dumping cats off here in this area. There's like a restaurant. So we always somehow, we get cats, and then some of them, you know, they get adopted out. So actually, Shorty was supposed to be adopted out, but I'm liking him so much he may end up staying here. Because the person that was going to take him, I don't think they needed a pussy cat, so they were like, oh, I know I'm here. Hello, Shorty. I think that they decided that they didn't want a cat. Well, basically they told me they wanted the cat, but they don't want a cat because they don't want to have to pay the extra money for their rent. So Shorty's going to stay here. Unless somebody loves you and can't resist you, and I always have 3 cats, and more cats come, then I might let somebody take Shorty, but I really don't want to, but I only need 3 cats. But here's Clay.
You better come in the house. It's 40 degrees out here and you're in shorts.
I know. I'm going to go get dressed now. I just basically wanted to show the chickens. I talked about the chicken run and the Justin for winter. You look like you're ready to roll, huh?
Almost. I just got to get my jacket on, and because it is kind of cool.
You want to give anybody tips about going to the auction?
Have fun.
Okay, I'm going to...
We like to go just to go. I mean, we don't even have to bid.
Yeah.
Have fun.
But we usually do bid on something.
Yeah.
It's hard not to, but we're trying to limit ourselves on what we really need. But I usually pray. I always pray, like, Lord, guide us in what we take home and stuff. So that's what we do. Shorty is totally confused. Why can't I go inside? You can go inside, but you just have to go outside before we leave today. Because we're going to be gone for a while, and I know you're not going to want to be inside all day. So, okay guys, I will see you in my next video. Like, subscribe, and take care. Bye-bye.